Oh yes, yes, newspapers, yes.
Hell no.
Yeah, what are these voices, bro? Ugh. This guy. All right, man, this is loud though. I don't care. All right, yo, welcome to Pheonix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Okay, I wanted to try this on the channel. I don't see anyone playing this game. I feel like Ace Attorney is just so freaking good that y'all gotta see this. Okay, I haven't beat any of the games yet, but I played a little bit of this one and I was like, nah, this gotta go on the channel. So let's go. I haven't even dug in deep into this game yet, so gasp. It would look, it makes sense for me to have. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. Oh, he's cooked. Someone like him.
I'll make it look like he did it.
Ooh. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Bro, I played this on my DS for a little bit, my 3DS. Oh, where's it at? I'm not gonna lie, right? I'm really into, like, I mean, y'all see the Nintendo. I have another shelf over here. I'm in a Nintendo, right? This is my, like, new 3D. Shoot, this is my new 3DS that I just got, right? I have been so into games, so I checked this one out, and, like, this game just has so much potential that I want to play it on here. Oh, hiya, Chief. Well, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Pheonix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Ah!
Wow.
What's wrong with me? I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Really? You think? Yeah. Sigh. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. Finish! Finish! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. Hey, my name is Pheonix Wright. Wait, actually, hold on. My name is Pheonix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when someone smells, it's usually the butts. Pause. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack of getting himself in trouble. One thing I could say, though, is usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart, for real. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. W-Mans. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. There's a lot of words. All right. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Listen to the music real quick. Hey. This shit is too tough, bro. All right. Let me lock in. Okay. All right. Look, the prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendants in this case. Larry Butts. The defendant, well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Ooh, I knew this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait, No way. Forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Pheonix! Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name! Oh, the victim? Oh, of course, I know the victim's name. Yeah. I just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? I'm gonna take a guess, squad guess. Actually, let me check the court record. I'm not gonna try to fuck it up. Her name is Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... blunt trauma? Hit with the blunt object? She was struck once by a blunt object for real. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. Yo. My voice, these voices are actually garbage. I see the court accepted the evidence. Statue added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution called for the defendants, Mr. Butts, to the stand. I'm Chief. What do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that may help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Trying to crank up my chair. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet! Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Did they all die? I wasn't dumped. She was just taking my... She wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What's it you anyways? Mr. Butts, what do you describe as genuinely mean by dumped? In fact, she had completely abandoned you of seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it! Lies! I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport, according to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appeared that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! You can clearly see what type of woman Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of... Oh, I skipped it. Should I?
Hell no.
Stop him from answering. Hey, don't talk, bro. Shut up. My client has no idea what the victim was seeing. Or... My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Wow.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? I honestly don't know. Have him answer honestly or stop him from answering. Have him answer honestly. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order! Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. What kind of weak-ass objection was that? Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who could prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness? The man who found his body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, prosecution may call as witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Frank Sawit, freaking capper. Ugh. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes.
Hell no.
Yeah, what are these voices, bro? He said, what is he doing? He said, Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. Witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving. Dead! I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, Some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawa was using was broken. I have a record of the blackout for your pursual. Blackout record added to the court record. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes? Yes, Your Honor? You may begin your cross-examination. Your cross-examination, Your Honor. Alright, Mr. Wright, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness you gave. In the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradiction between the court record and the witness testimony. Then once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Okay. Cross-examination. So, okay, so basically what I gotta do here is I'm pretty sure I got to basically press him on what he's saying. So okay, let's look at the freaking court report. So she died at 4 or 5 p.m. Yeah, so she died at 4 to 5 p.m. Time exactly 1 p.m. So he's lying. He's lying. So objection! You found the body at 1 p.m.? You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? You look at him sweating. Weak ass objection. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. Hell no. After this testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and the whole story falls apart. Okay, she's speaking facts. Wait, I remember now. Oh, now you remember? Would you care to give your testimony again? That's some bullshit. You can't just do that. Alright. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Cross-examination. Yo, my freaking throat.
Pause.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time's probably coming from television. He already told the story, so we gotta basically just prove him wrong again. Okay. Remember, it was a freaking blackout. He's lying. Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Ooh, look at him. You couldn't have heard the television or a video. Yeah! The defense has a point. Do you have any explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite pleasant myself, quite. Wait, I remember now. You can't. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. That's cap. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There's a table clock in the apartment. Yeah. The murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. I'm finna cook you then. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness? Gladly. I'm gonna cook this guy. There's a table clock. Murder weapon. Okay. Okay. Table clock. Killer used it to hit the victim. Okay. So, a table clock? Objection. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Woo-hoo, get cooked, dummy. You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, my man. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. It was a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Hell yeah. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he would have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed, the witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You went inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. We cooking. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned in your mind. That's why you're so certain about the time. Weak ass objection. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless. Just look at the witness's face. Yeah. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard no. I mean, that's a shot. Yeah.
Wow.
Shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you, I saw him!
He killed her, and he should burn! Burn! Give him death! Nah, you can't just cap. You can't just cap. Your Honor, a moment please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now here in this court. Your Honor, may I have this clock? I asked the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, could you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out this one. Ha! You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it's running 3 hours slow the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I gonna prove that? Damn it! Oh, so close. Mr. Wright? It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination. I come all the way down to testify and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lures all slime! Girl, I almost had him. Sorry, lady. Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sowett! Chief. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think! But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason why, as to why the clock will be 3 hours slow? Hell yeah. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere I can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you said the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Passport. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day here. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast. The victim didn't reset her clock since returning home. That's all the time you heard when you struck her dead and the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sowett, or should I say, Mr. Did It?
Yeah.
Ugh. Hey, this guy. Order, I say. This guy's dramatic as heck. Well, in this case, it certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Bain, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Not guilty for real. And with that, this court is adjourned. Turns out that Frank Sowett was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were at the house that day. Oh, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sowett let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sowett grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find and fucking killed her. August 3rd. I still can't believe we won. Right? Good job in there. Congrats. The thanks, Chief. I owed all to you. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since you've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? But Nick, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait. No, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Winnie's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was never. Never mind. His girl was cheating. I'm not gonna lie. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practice see the headlines now. Harry Butts innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. And I won't forget this ever. Celebrate dinner? Movie? My treat? Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present for me. Wait, wasn't this the evidence that actually I made this clock for her? I mean, this one. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to cry? Larry, this guy needs to lock in. Are you so sure? Squeeze me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not sympathizing really. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? It's just something to show your friend. Something that proves how she felt. Huh? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Oh, the clock? The other one? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump. What about the clock? This is the clock you made, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of that what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really am. Thanks. Hope that made it feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if the clients are innocent or guilty. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Pause. Yeah. Let's speak of Harry. You were saying part of why you became a lawyer is because of him. Well, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then, but that clock was going to be important. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I won't be able to keep." The end. And brand new episode has been added for real. Ooh. Oh, shoot, don't start it. Don't start it! Yeah, so this shit is lit. So if y'all enjoyed this, make sure to like, subscribe, ding that bell. Okay. And I'll see y'all. Wait, it's catch y'all. Bro.